Hey everybody, welcome back to Overland, Florida. I'm Kevin. MaxOak reached out to me and they sent me their newest version of the AC50. This right here is the AC50s, and the older one that I have right here is the actual just AC50. Now, the main differences between these two is the 12 volt socket right here. On the new one, it's regulated, and that means for the whole life of this battery right here, you're going to get a constant 12 volts. So if you're running some things like a refrigerator that needs a constant 12 volts, you're going to get the same amount of power as if the battery's 100% charged or as if it's nearly almost dead. Now on the older one right here, the AC50, it has an unregulated 12 volt socket right here. So it'll start off when the battery's completely charged 12 volts, but as that battery wears down, it's going to drop below 12 volts. Now if you're running some kind of little fan or something like that, you're not really going to notice, and the fan's going to work the entire life of the battery. But if you have something like the refrigerator that just needs that constant 12 volts, as soon as that battery dips down to like 80%, the refrigerator's going to shut off. It's going to throw an error code because it doesn't have enough power to run the compressor and everything. So that was a big problem because a lot of these people that buy these have air conditioners or a refrigerator or just something that needs a constant 12 volts, and they weren't able to do it with the AC50. So they went ahead and redesigned it, put a regulated 12 volt socket in there, and now you can run just about anything that you would normally run when you're camping with this right here. Now it still has the same features as this one right here, and I'll go over those features here in a second. So here on top you have the wireless phone charger, and actually is a pretty quick charger. And you have two pop-up panels right here carrying it. And on the front right here, let's go ahead and power it on. It's got the same LCD screen as the other one. As you can see, we actually camped last night and we used it. And we're going to turn the DC on right here. Turn the AC on. Now you have 4 USB chargers right here with one 45 watt charger right here. And this is for like most newer smartphones and devices like that. Over here you got 2 DC out plugs. Of course you got the regulated 12 volt socket right here that comes in very handy. You have one 100 to 120 volt or 300 watt plugs right there. Both sides there's 2 little fans right here. Cools it down. So on the back here we have a light, we have a high, we have a low, and we have an SOS mode. And right here is the input, and this is how you're going to charge the device. So here's the box of power cords it comes with. So right here we'll start off with, this is just the main power cord right here, so you're going to plug this into the back. It's got a plug right here. So if you're on your way to a camping trip or on somewhere where you're not going to have power and you want to charge this device, you can use this right here. It's got a 12 volt socket that'll plug directly into the back. This right here has a plug for like 120 outlet, so you can charge it at the house or something like that. If you're going to use this for like an upcoming hurricane coming, see, we live in Florida, so that happens a lot, so I made sure these are both charged before the hurricane came. This is probably the coolest part right here, is these are M4 connectors. So if you buy a solar panel, you can buy any size solar panel that you want, or if you already have a solar panel, you can plug these M4 connectors directly into your solar panel, and then this is going to plug directly into the back of this box and charge it up pretty quick. Now, if you have anything around a 100 watt solar panel, it's going to take about 6 to 8 hours if it's completely dead to charge this thing with a solar panel. So just keep that in mind. I wouldn't recommend anything smaller than 100 watts. I have 180 watt and it charges it in a couple hours. But I don't usually let it go all the way dead. Usually I charge it at like 60, 40% all the way up to 100. And the last wire right here is the fast charging power wire, and that's for this plug right here. Right here. This one right here. That's for this, so it'll charge your cell phone pretty quick. And it is 45 watts. So there you guys have it. This is the AC50s. Just that simple upgrade from the AC50. Like I said, this 12 volt socket's the only difference, and it does really come in handy, especially if you have a refrigerator. I don't know exactly how long this will power a refrigerator. Everyone's refrigerator is going to be different. Whether you got stuff in there that's already cold, whether you got to cool down the food, plus, you know, has the refrigerator been running? So it's going to vary for a lot of people. But I would say I could probably run my refrigerator that's already at cool down temperature, probably 5.5, 6 hours just on this. Could be more. That's just how long I've gone personally. But like I said, these things come in really handy. We really like the wireless charging on the top. Like, we set the box up here, and we'll put one box over by the campfire, one box in the tent, and if you're over here just cooking or whatever, you just set your phone on top, And you know, when you gotta walk by, you gotta grab your phone, just grab it off the top. You don't have to unplug anything. So really like the wireless charging feature. We use both of them. And probably the next best feature is probably just the light on the back. You can just set one of these in the tent, just leave it on. That way when you get to your tent, you're stumbling into it in the middle of the night or early in the morning, it's already lit up for you and you don't have to worry about this thing dying. That simple LED light can go for days and days and days just on this one charge device. Like I said, it's 500 watt hours of power. Like I said, it comes in handy. We set one, if we're sitting around the campfire or whatever for a couple hours, we'll set one of these down here and everybody can plug their phones into it. Just get a really long USB charger and everybody can just sit in their chairs around the fire. No one's gonna be complaining about having a dead battery on their phone or anything like that. But yeah, I really like this, and I think probably next to owning a refrigerator for camping, this would probably be a runner-up for #1 for things that you're gonna want camping in the future. So if anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section. And if you want to inquire about buying your own, in the description of this video, I'll put a link to their website and possibly a link to their Amazon store as well. So thank you guys for watching.